Hi, I'm Simon Young from DuncanFitnessCentre.com, and I'm going to run you through the third workout in the current phase using body weight and bands. So the first grouping, the first tricep we have, we're going to do something called a spider push-up. That's going to mean that you're raising one leg at the same time as doing your push-up, and we can do an assisted version on that. Then we're going to go to either a chin-up, a band-assisted chin-up, or a band pull-down. Finally, we're going to look at either a band deadlift or a bodyweight variation that's a little bit more plyometrical, it's got a little bit more jump in it. If you're okay with jumping, you can try it. It will definitely get your heart rate higher and challenge you. Okay, so let's look at this spider push-up. So anything spider is when we're like Spider-Man, we're lifting one leg, looking kind of dynamic. So on a spider assisted push-up, we step our foot in, we drop our foot to the floor. In this position, we can then bend down towards the floor, we can push with the foot a little if we need to. We step back, step the foot in, lower ourselves into our push-up, push back, step back. This will really work on your hip flexibility. If you have the upper body strength to do so, you can try a spider push-up. So on a spider push-up, as we come in, we're going to elevate the foot off the floor. So we come on in, the foot is elevated as we drop into our push-up, we then push back. We do the same on the other side. We come on in, the foot is elevated, then we push back. In, foot's elevated, then we push back. So spider assisted with foot on the floor or unassisted push-up. From there, we've got a chin-up. Either regular chin-up if you're already up to that, an assisted chin-up with a band, or a band pull-down. If it's a regular chin-up, I want to give you a couple of tips. The first one is most people go wrong before they even get onto the bar. They get to the bar, oh, can't I, walk away. Come back to the bar with the mindset, I'm going to do our chin-up. So you look at the bar, get a little bit annoyed with it. When you grip that bar, imagine you're going to bend it. As you bend the bar, keep your abs really tight, pull your shoulder blades down and back, and get your body to go up and give a good squeeze in that top position. So you can look at your bar, you walk up to your bar, you grip it, in the grip position, keep the abs tight, big squeeze at the top, control down, big squeeze at the top, control down. If you need some assistance, take your band. Put your band either around your knee or your foot. We prefer the foot at our facility because it means you're still going to engage your core. So you take the band, it goes around the foot. You then get in position, put the feet together, keep the abs tight, squeeze the shoulder blades, control it down. Be very careful as you lift your foot out of that position. Third alternative is the band pull down. On the band pull down, make sure you have a heavy enough band. You grip the band up nice and high, sit on the floor, chest tall, band directly overhead, nice and neutral spine. From there, pull your shoulder blades together, and as you pull the band down, you can turn your palms towards you. Control back up, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Do not shrug your shoulders in this top position. Keep them away. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pull it down and back to really feel the movement in the sides of the body. Final one is either a band deadlift or a spider hip jump. Band deadlift. Put your hands into it and grab the band so it's like a bracelet. Feet are hip width apart. Nice neutral spine, flat back, like you were going to do a row. Keep a straight line from the head to the tailbone. Pull your shoulder blades down and back and pull the band very slightly to take the tension out of the band. From this position, drive through your heels and midsole, squeeze your bum and pull your shoulder blades together in that top position, tucking the chin slightly. Start by bending the knees, pushing the hips back. Find those hamstrings. Drive through, nice squeeze. Find those hamstrings. You're really trying to get those hamstrings turned on. Don't squat this movement. push the hips back, try and find hamstrings and glutes. Now, we're on to that more dynamic movement. A spider hip jump. One hand goes on the floor, one hand goes behind. You push your hips back, so it looks very similar. It's not a squat. You push those hips back to find the hamstrings. From there, you drive those hip bones forwards, flip the toes, push the hips back, power the arms, hips back, power the arms, hips back. Need more? We add a turn. Push our hips back, power the arms, control the landing, power the arms, control the landing, hips, hips. From that tricep, we're going to go into our set of 4 exercises. I'm going to show you something called a blast-off push-up. There, we're going to go into a split stance raise, a split stance curl, and then an inchworm. You'll need your lightest band for the curl and the raise, I would think. So a blast-off push-up ends up using your legs as much as it does your upper body. So in a blast-off push-up, we place our palms on the floor and feet on the floor. And we get into like a bear crawl position, pushing our hips back, palms pressed into the floor, neutral spine. From here, you drive out using your legs, come to a neutral position. Abs are tight, no shrugging. So if a push-up's beyond you, you do this. Push the hip back, squeeze the butt, push it back, squeeze your bum, push it back. So we're going from a bear crawl position into a plank, what we call a blast-off plank. To make it more dynamic, we go into a blast-off push-up. So we're going to drive with the feet, we drop straight into our push-up, you instantly push the floor away to drive back. I've elected to use that instead of the down dog push-up because it's easier on the lower back. The down dog push-up can cause all sorts of lower back problems, so I've elected to give you that one instead. From there, we're going to go split stance lat raise. You want your thinnest band. Split stance. Put your wrists inside the band. From that split stance position, slight bend in the elbows. Elbows go up and down. You're keeping the elbows bent 90 degrees. You're trying to raise the elbows as high as you can. Keep those nice bend in the arms, split stance, control it up, control it down, make sure you get a nice squeeze in the top position. Split stance curl, step in, step through, and grab your band. I put my thumbs over my loop band, and from there, curls. If the band's a little light, we can very easily make it tougher by shortening the band a little, or going with a heavier band. Finally, inchworm. On the inchworm, make sure you keep those abs nice and tight, and work on the mobility. You want to get the shoulder and calf mobility going on. Now, if you don't have a lot of room to work out in, you can do your inchworm in a 5-foot space. Start in a plank. From here, tiptoe up to V up in the middle, push those heels into the floor, walk the hands out in front as far as you can, brace your abs, walk the hands back, V up, walk the feet back. So you walk on up, you V up in the middle, drop the heels in, walk the hands out as far in front as you can, brace your abs, walk the feet to meet the hands, drop the heels in, walk the feet back, brace the abs, walk the hands to meet the feet. On the inchworm, you really feel that mobility happening in the shoulders, especially after you've done the lat raises and the curl. You'll also feel possible tightness in your calf muscle and Achilles. Just keep those abs nice and tight when you do them. So that's workout number 3. So we've got a spider push-up, a pull down or pull up, deadlift or a spider hip jump, then a blast off push-up, a lateral raise, a curl, and then finally an inchworm.